Morning, everyone. Today I'm going to tell you about the second topic of first unit planning in sports, and the topic is various committees and their responsibilities. So basically, today's sports and tournaments are participating with great enthusiasm among a large number of teams. And for good tournament and healthy competition, and to organize it in a good manner, a proper planning is required. And for smooth conducting of a sports tournament, it is necessary to form various committees which should perform their duties with full responsibilities along with good coordination among them. And the duties for these committees has to do a lot of work which are categorized as pre-tournament work, during tournament work, and the post-tournament work. The pre-tournament responsibilities or the duties of various committees officials are performed before the commencement of the tournament or sports. Or we can say the main pre-responsibilities are to prepare budget for the tournament so that the work is done effectively and efficiently, because without sufficient budget it may be difficult to organize the tournament. The second responsibility is to prepare the schedule for the program of the sports tournament, that is the date and venue of the tournament, and then to prepare sports ground, court or track, sports equipment which are essential for the organizing of a sports tournament. Another responsibility is to send the information to the various teams about the date and venue of the tournament, to make necessary arrangement like prize and certificate for the winners and the entry forms so that we can easily make the fixture. So these are the pre-tournament responsibilities. Now come to the during tournament responsibilities. For organizing a sports tournament event smoothly, the following responsibilities are there: to ensure proper arrangement during inauguration of the sports tournament, to check that the sports field or courts and the related sports equipment are in order or not, to ensure that the sports event tournament is being organized as per the schedule, for the arrangement of refreshment for the players, and obviously to make necessary announcement regarding the progresses of the tournament, to provide first aid to the injured athlete or the sport person, to prepare proper score sheets for record, and also to provide information to the electronic media or the print media, and obviously to maintain proper discipline. So these are the during tournament responsibilities. Now come to the post tournament responsibilities. The post tournament responsibility is to give away the prize and certificates to the winners, to maintain the records, and obviously to give details for the media, to provide security refunds, and obviously to collect all the record files related to the sports tournament, to prepare reports related to the expenditures of the tournament. So these are the post tournament responsibility which the committees has to maintain and to follow all these responsibilities. Now various committees are to be there to make the tournament success. The organizing committee is the main responsible for the successful and smooth conduct of the sports or the sports event. So various committees are formed under this organizing committee, such as publicity committee, transportation committee, boarding and lodging committee, decoration committee, ground and equipment committee, trade committee for refreshment, committee for officials, announcement committees, first aid committee, finance committee, and many more. So the first is publicity committee. The work of publicity committee is to announce the date, venue, and the sports event, provide advance information to the institute, undertaken printing, etc. The main responsibility is to advertise the sports event. It may be either that hoardings, or you can say the posters, or the advertisement through print media, or the advertisement in the TV. The main work of this publicity committee is the advertisement of that venue and the date and the event. Second is transportation committee. This committee is responsible for providing the facilities regarding the transportation of various teams to the venue of the sports event. The main duty is to make necessary arrangement for the transportations. The main work is to plan for pick up the arrival team, or to provide transportation for the outstation teams and departing them, to the venue. Another one is boarding and lodging committee. The boarding and lodging committee is responsible for making necessary arrangement for providing like accommodations and service meals to the sports persons and the officials. This committee manages the comfortable stay of the team by providing them good meal and without disturbing the match, to provide that meal to them, to collect and return the borrowed equipments. So basically this is the work of boarding and lodging committee. And then fourth one is decoration and ceremony committee. The decoration and the ceremony committee is responsible for decoration the sports area or the stadium. It is also responsible for making necessary arrangement for the opening ceremony, visitor ceremony, and the closing ceremony of the game or the sports meet. This committee also make arrangements, trophies, medals, and the certificates. The fifth committee is Ground and Equipment Committee. This committee is responsible for preparing the ground or laying out the track and fields. It also make necessary arrangement of equipments related to the games athlete meet. This committee is also responsible for providing equipment according to the specifications, that according to means the game specification, which type of game is going. So arrangement regarding that equipments are the work of this ground and equipment committee. Sixth committee is Committee for Refreshment and the Entertainment. This committee takes charges of supplying refreshment and the drink to guests, officials, competitors, etc. And this may also make some arrangement for our entertainment program during the opening ceremony and closing ceremony of the sports events like cheerleaders, and they may call that performance from different state if the sports are going to be held at a international level or at a high level like Olympic games, Asian games, Commonwealth games. So in this way. Another one is reception committee. The member of this committee are responsible for welcoming the chief guest at the opening and the closing ceremony. It is also the duty of this committee to welcome other guests and spectators, and also to provide information regarding the tickets and the sitting arrangements. The work of a reception committee are in this way. Another one is committees for the officials. This committee selects various officials such as referee, judges, record, clerk of the court, starter, marshal, track umpire, timekeeper, lap scores for athletic meet, and referees, umpire, timekeeper, record, judges, etc. In case of games, as per the requirement, arrangement for the officials and to do the staffing of the officials, this committee is responsible for this. Means the person as an officials is higher in this is according to their capability and according to the game or the sports event. Another committee is the announcement committee. This committee is surely responsible for making various announcements during the sports meets or the game. This committee gives information regarding the opening and closing ceremony, about the games, about the name of the officials who are conducting the event, also gives a running commentary of the sports events. So the main work of this committee is to make important announcement and to do commentary of the matches, which the spectators are able to know about the scores during the tournament. Next is First Aid Committee. Is a very important committee, as First Aid Committee is headed by a well qualified doctor. This committee provides first aid to the injured or the affected athlete or the sport person immediately. This committee makes all necessary arrangements for providing help much before the sports event are organized, because athletes or the sport person may get injured during the competition. So the work of this committee is to arrange medical equipment, medicines and tools near the ground, and to provide first aid and medicines to the injured person or the sick player. Another one is Finance Committee. The Financial Committee is related to the financial management. It prepares the budget and maintain the accounts of incomes and the expenditure. So the main work of Financial Committee is to provide fund for various activities and the committees, to collect fund for the meal from the team or the registration fee, etc. Provide optimum finance to the other committees so that the work can go smoothly. Apart of that, there are various committees are there, like Records and Bulletin Board Committee, or we can say the Certificate Writing Committee, discipline committee, technical committee, various committees which are doing their work and doing their following the responsibilities by all rules and regulations. The tournament can generally the committee takes complete responsibility for the success of the competition. These are the various committees and their responsibilities to make a successful tournament.